Coach, go ahead with your opening statement.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good to be here this morning. Good to see everyone. I know this always marks the start of another season, so great day. Appreciate you being here. I would like, before I talk about the upcoming season, just take a moment to share some thoughts on Jordan McNair and what he meant to our program, the type of teammate he was. Obviously, the loss of Jordan has been a tremendously difficult thing for our entire program to deal with this summer. Jordan was a special member of our team. He had a unique way about him that was infectious to his teammates. He was loved by everyone, and you know, we have a team that's all working through the grieving process together. That's been our focus with our guys, is to come together, be there for one another, both as student athletes as well as the staff and coaches and everyone involved. He had such a tremendous impact on so many lives, and so everyone is working through and dealing with that. Jordan's family are some of the finest people, starting with his mom and dad, Tanya and Marty. If our world had half the strength and character they have, it'd be a much better place. And we spent some time with his family, and that's just the start of it, with all, you know, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, so many wonderful people that we've, you know, gotten to know and spend time with. Our hearts continue to be with them. You know, they will not be forgotten. They will always be part of our program. Jordan and his family will always be part of what we do. We've assigned a player committee to head that up and you know, make sure that there's always a presence. You know, we're a team playing for Jordan this year, and so there will be some things that we'll announce in the you know, the coming days as we get into the season of what exactly we're going to do and how we're going to handle that. But again, I think it's important that it's our players' decision to do that, and we're going to allow them to take that on. I'm proud of our team and how they've you know, responded, and like I said, it's still a team going through a grieving process. You got 105 guys with different personalities and backgrounds, and all dealing with it in a different way. But I'm proud of how they've come together and worked. I think over these past couple of weeks, we've had some really good time together. I think it's been helpful to be together. Our workouts have gone well, and so you know, we're excited about that. I'm proud of our team, and really excited about our team going this year. I think we have a really good football team. I really do. We have a good mix of veteran leadership guys with experience that we're counting on, that have played a lot for us and done some really good things, as well as I feel we've recruited very well, and we have some really good young talent that's going to help us on the field and provide a lot of depth, and so I like the spot we're in with that. And I think when you spend some time with the three young men we brought with us today, Derwin Gray and Darnell Savage and Tavon Jacobs, you'll see more of what I'm talking about. Three great leaders in our program, guys that we're certainly counting on, that have played a lot of football for us at a very high level. And so we're excited about that, and I think it'd be a great year for us. So with that, I will open it up for questions.
If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get the microphone right over to you. We'll start here on the aisle.
Brian Schuling, Great Lakes Divide coach. Hello. Recruiting classes, last couple at least, by national publications have favorably reviewed what you've been able to do in that process, and that's kind of been a big concern for Maryland going back several years now. How do you address recruiting in your geographic region, your outreach programs, your radius from which you recruit players? If you could define that for us a little bit, and how you go about that.
How we go about our recruiting process? You're saying? I mean, for us, I know I've said this before, and I truly mean it. The area we're in, I think we're in the center of one of the best football talent areas in the country. I really feel that way. I think I've probably said it too much, because it seems like a lot more people are coming in there to try and recruit guys and take them out of there. But it really is that, and not just from a talent standpoint. I think from a coaching standpoint, the level of coaching in our area at the high school level is, I think, about as good as anywhere you'll find. These young men are recruited at, you know, in 7th and 8th grade to go to what high school they're going to go to. I mean, there's a lot of time, emphasis, money put into this, and so in the end, there's a lot of talented guys and guys that are really prepared when they get to your campus. There's not a big transition in a lot of circumstances to be able to play. A lot of those guys we've brought in have played early for us. So, our formula is pretty easy. We're going to continue to recruit in the DMV and a 3-hour radius of our campus like crazy and do everything we can to keep as many guys here with us and represent their hometown as we possibly can. And we will certainly branch out in different areas. I think we've done pretty well down south and brought some guys up that have really helped us, and we'll continue to do that as well. But that'll be supplementing what our primary area is.
The floor is open right now. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll come right down here in front. Rob, yeah, right there.
Yeah, Coach Steve Hellwagon, 24/7 Sports. Well documented all the quarterback situation you guys went through last year. Are you excited to hopefully go through a season where you keep guys upright, and are they looking forward to being able to go the route this season, and what do you want out of that position this year?
Yeah, it's not a trick question, right? We are excited to go through here. Obviously, keep guys healthy. That would be the definitely good for us and the goal. It's kind of like deja vu. We're going into training camp again with a quarterback competition, which is good in many ways. I think competition is good for all of us. It keeps you sharp, keeps you focused. The 3 young men that we have competing, as well as our freshmen, Tyler DeSue, are all outstanding young men, really good football players, and so it'll be good competition, and we'll carry it into training camp as we did last year, and at the appropriate time announce who the starter is or what the plan is moving forward. I think the good thing is the guys we have, we know we can win a lot of football games with. So it's a good competition that way. In the short amount of time that Piggy and Kasim were able to play last year, I think they showed us, as well as anyone that watched or studied it, they're tremendous football players, and they're tremendous leaders. Their teammates look at them that way. And so those 2 guys, as well as Max Bortenschlager, will be continue to compete. And Max played a lot of football for us last year. And I know a lot of that fell on him, but that certainly wasn't all on Max. And he's another year older and great experience. And so we're looking forward to that as a coaching staff. I think it's again, competition is a very good thing. Those guys feed off each other very well. And so they'll work through training camp, and we'll make a decision when the time's right.
The floor is open right now. Please raise your hand. Okay, we'll take one more right here on the aisle. Jada, toward the front here.
Ryan Schuling, Great Lakes Divide. Again, Coach, obviously your ties to the University of Michigan football program and the goals that we have to kind of vault into that upper tier, if you will, of the East Division, and what your plan and process is for that. But just your takeaways from learning under somebody like Jim Harbaugh, that whole experience and the structure that it brings to what you do on a daily basis.
Our program, real simple. Our goal is to compete and win the Big Ten. We again, back to the recruiting area and the people we've been able to bring into this program, we feel that we're doing it at the level that we need to be able to accomplish that. And so that's certainly every guy that puts on a helmet for us or wears a whistle or is part of our program has that goal in mind. And I think probably not unique to our profession, but definitely true in our profession as you go along and work with different coaches and really coach different guys. I think you learn something from both players and coaches that you're around each and every day. I think we all take bits and pieces from people, and so it's certainly part of what we do. I've been very fortunate to be around a lot of, I feel, great men and great coaches, and so a lot of what we do as a program is certainly things that we've learned and picked up along the way.
Time for one or two more. Please raise your hands.